2. Oh yeah. So you've had lots of classes. So you can also just, continue continue working here. Um, if you don't have anything in mind, I can also show you like my favorite things in Command. Okay, sounds good. And if you've already seen it or want to see something else, that's totally, I can kind of go through anything here. Have we gone through postcards? So postcards, yeah, I saw they increased it a little bit. Okay, would you like to see that process of the postcard? Okay, because it is one of my favorite things in Command just because it has the ability to circle a neighborhood, to if you have physical addresses in your database, it does have the ability to send it right to their door. The biggest part of the postcard, honestly, it's not the send out postage part, it's actually the creation of the postcard itself. Now Command does have postcard options available in designs. Typically, and I kind of like these designs too, because you can pull in like neighborhood information and listing information right from the design section. So that makes it a little easier right from Command's designs. Oh, no, like, so when you circle like that neighborhood or wherever you're hitting, it kind of just puts dots on, letting you know that that's where it's sending it to. Now, if you click on the dot, you can see the full address, but there's not a way to like export that in bulk. Yeah, unfortunately not. So the creation part we can do right from the design section of Command. And we can go up to create design for this, and we would want to do print since that's a postcard. And this will open up tons of templates to use for print. You can also find like social templates here too. There's a couple ways you can go about this. So if you know the category kind of that you're trying to hit, you can search by the category type, or you could also search by template types of postcard to kind of see all of them. The neighborhood snaps is a really cool category, I think. And I'll show you how to switch out that information. Any category that you click on, though, we can filter by the type that we're looking at right here at the top. So I can click on standard postcard. And then, you know, either one of these would work. I'm going to choose this one and I can just click on it to start using it. And this will be recorded too, so you know. So working with these elements, so you can change everything on this postcard. Of course, one of the big things is going to be this market snap right here. But this is actually really easy to create. We can actually go to the KWLS section of our toolbar here. Now, by default, it's going to allow us to search by listings, but we can click over to snapshots to search by a neighborhood name instead. So we can either do this by neighborhood name or by postal code. Let's see, I'll do like kind of ropes. So once we find the neighborhood here that we're wanting to use that market snap on, we can just click on it and it's going to generate those market snaps that we're seeing here on the right-hand side. So there's a few options that gives us one that's like up and down more, one that's a bit square, and then that is this option here. I may recommend clicking on this element first before hovering over this one so that we can easily replace that image with the replace icon. Yep. And then boom, that's on here. Now you'll see that NA on as one of the stats. You know, honestly, I kind of see that not often, but I see that more often, especially with North Carolina, just because so that market stat information is pulling from next door, and neighborhoods like here are very different than neighborhoods in like New York. They're actual neighbor or like more actual than like boroughs, how they kind of classify neighborhoods. So you will come across this from time to time. You can always, this is kind of a workaround for this on hiding the NA. So we can hide it by using the shapes up there. So if we just like add in a square here just to cover it up and like kind of put it over it here and then we can choose like the fill color and select black here. And that's the border color too. So that way it just kind of hides it. And then you could always put in additional text here. If you do know that information, like from the MLS, you could pull that, or you could put in like anything. You could just put in the logo instead and kind of just.
It's not dynamic, depending on the address that it's sending the postcode. Because if I make a cycle and there's more areas.
Like
so
neighborhoods.
So it could change.
Right. Yeah. So you would want to make the postcard per neighborhood. So like if you were farming like your neighborhood, for example, like maybe having a postcard on that, and then we could duplicate this postcard design and kind of just switch out the neighborhood snap. And then, but you're right that it would be like, if you were trying to hit like 4 different neighborhoods, it would be 4 different postcard campaigns.
So, by neighborhood and by the neighborhood name.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not, you cannot just sign it.
You can circle, but like in regards, not to the market snap though.
Okay.
That's a good question. Yeah, that is purely by the neighborhood name or zip code, but it does allow you to do it by zip code. So that might be a workaround or really a good way to do it. Instead, you could like find 4 neighborhoods in the same zip code. Yeah, so that's like a good way because then you could hit potentially 4 neighborhoods in 1 zip code and just have 1 postcard design. I like that idea. It's a good idea.
The other either campaign, when I try to do the campaigns, if I have a design, something that I have myself,
Yeah.
even if it's PNG, I cannot upload it. I don't know why.
Yeah. Question, where are you creating that?
So I created maybe it's something that I screenshot something that
Oh,
saved
I see.
as PNG,
Mhm.
but I can put it in my design.
Oh, in a design here. Oh, that's weird. Do you have it up on your computer? I could see it.
Up here.
Oh, darn. Well, in theory, where you could upload that design, just to be sure, you're trying to upload a design to, or I'm sorry, upload a picture to this design section
Not just the picture. Yeah. Not this design. A design that I will go to a campaign.
for a postcard.
Stuff.
Yeah.
Not postcard, campaign, email campaign.
Oh, an email campaign.
Email.
I see. I see. Okay. And you're trying to add that to an email design in here. Gotcha. Yeah. So that's actually a great question. It is a PNG, so I would think the PNG would work, but there is, I think, an extra step that's a little hidden for me. When I'm going to create a design and I do an email design here and do next. I'm just going to pick one as an example. Next. Now, when you're uploading an image, let's say we're trying to replace this image. One, being sure that it says image here and not table cell is very important, but clicking on that image in the pencil icon will allow you to edit this image or replace it.
And I'll start with the templates that are here.
Yeah, so if you're trying to send an email campaign, it does want you to use an email design. And you'll find that those email designs don't look the same as like those postcard templates or like the social media templates you have in there. They have their own email designs that it does want you to use.
One, just change the picture.
Right, yeah. So here, let me show you how they kind of can work together if you wanted to use a design in Command, but put it in an email design. Because they kind of are separate in a way, but you can use them together. So if I would want to create a design and do social, so social and print will bring me to quote unquote WeBrand that has different templates than the email designs. So if I wanted to, say I just wanted to put like one of these in an email, and I'll just use this one. And you can use any of those template options. This is just the one I pick. Oh, that's really up and down, but whatever. So we would want to download that either as a JPEG or PNG. I think PNG works good, but we'll test that out together here. And then we can click download. So of course, once you've made all your changes on this design and that looks the way you want it, we can download that to our computer as a PNG. Okay. And then once that's done, we can now go back into Command and do create design and as an email this time and do next. So you can pick, I may recommend when you are doing the email designs to pick a template, even if it doesn't match, just because they use table cells in these templates to align it very nicely. And the blank versions, I don't think align quite as nice. So whichever one you go with, let's go with that spring one again and click next. So now we can grab that design that we were working on, the social design, click on that image in the pencil icon. Oops, image pencil icon. We can go to replace. Now by default, it's showing any images I've like added previously. Just a heads up, it also has access to listing images. But this example, we're going to click add images and search for that from our computer. Wherever it is. I have a hard. Okay. And this is a PNG, so let's see if that works. Oh, you're totally good. Hey. Ah, max size is 5 MB. Okay. So that makes me think that I need to save that as a JPEG instead, because usually PNGs are a little higher quality. So I'm going to try that and then come back. Yeah, it is usually higher quality. The JPEG share just as well, though, via email and social media. So you'll be good with quality wise with JPEGs too. Example 2. All right, let's try again. Okay, yeah, that looks like a smaller size for us.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna click on my existing design here, but you could also go to create design and email to pull that up as well. And then now if we click on the image, that pencil icon, replace. Let's go over to add images and search our computer for that. Yay. So this is that extra step. So it's always grayed out unless you actually click on the image first in order to replace it, which I think is pretty hidden. But then once you click replace, the final step we'll want to do is click done to get that to appear on the page. Now that is very scrunched because I guess it worked on the size. Yeah, it was a square size. Just as an example here, like if I were to delete that. Yeah.
I have the appear in my assets.
Mhm.
The picture I have,
Yeah.
but I can upload it to replace it in the format that in the template does it.
Oh, like in the design, like in a social design or like in a print
in
design,
a-
email design. So, okay.
I saw it, the picture or the image I have.
Uh-huh.
I saw in the list, but when I select it, it's not accepted. It's not like the message that you have, like by example, it's the size. There's no
Oh,
message
there's
at
just
all,
nothing and nothing happens.
Nothing happens. You know?
Huh. Well, that is interesting. Like I'm not sure what is causing that. If you like come across it and I can run over and look at it, let me know. Because yeah, I might have to look at that a little closer.
Try the option you give us and basically embed instead of
Yeah.
that's
Okay, yeah. See if that helps.
So you know class at 1?
Yep. Yeah, this is
I
our
just
level
got out of
class.
your mom's coach.
Oh, nice. Nice.
So what do you guys are everything? Oh, where did it go?
Well, it's new agent orientation technically, but no one came. So now we're having a Q&A.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So what do you guys what's your question?
So we were first going over email designs and command.
Oh,
And-
great.
Yep. Well, perfect. Well, we kind of just finished talking about it. So if you have a new topic in mind,
Well, okay.
but
So
we can also do that if you want to.
so yesterday I found out that the smart plans are just the step. So we're always going to upload our images and our body content.
Which
Usually.
smart plan?
Well, for example, just out of curiosity, I have a farming letter.
Yeah.
Yes.
Nice.
Introduction. I'm gonna do it with Gerard. You ever meet with Gerard?
Yes.
Does he ever come to see you guys?
Absolutely.
Well, we live in the same area.
Oh, nice. Nice.
And
It's a good way to team up.
he'll help with the guys.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure. I don't, just okay, so but I did want someone to take a quick peek at it, content. So
Sure.
when we're done with these, since I messed up and didn't sign up for the beginning of September with you guys.
Oh, well, there's always the next month.
Oh yeah, no, I'm starting the last 2 weeks.
Okay.
This is great that we have a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, okay, so, oh, miracle of miracles, my thing is folding. So I'm gonna have better pictures of him. And he didn't question my making it like my,
It looks great.
so, we're excited to introduce, do you want me to make it bigger?
No, I can delete it.
He's been here since 2001, I found out.
Wow.
20,
Whoops.
yeah, come. 21 at 16 years.
Oh, no, I'm okay. I'll just keep been sitting all day. Thank you.
So basically we're just offering property value
Nice.
because of insurance. So it's not like pressing them to sell.
Gotcha. Nice. I love it.
And then we're here to help you. And then we'll both sign our names. So we have all of our license and contact information here. And so
That's great.
basically I figured, well, okay, I'm gonna follow the golden letter. So I had remember I told you we coach with Rob in the mornings, Rob Conkle?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
So he said, well, why don't you just use the golden letter at work? So this is because I'm not asking for a favor. I'm introducing us,
Mhm.
but their steps work. So we'll do that.
Nice. Okay, so
Okay.
this is that where the smart plan?
Yeah.
Comes in.
So I went, but I wanted to see their example of a golden letter. Wait, it's just steps. I can't find any artwork. So then I went to shift, pivot shift at 8 o'clock in the morning. It's that with James Shaw. Well, you can watch the replay anytime.
Mm,
So, I looked up a couple golden letters they had, and then I just adapted it to this.
nice. That's fantastic. It looks fantastic. It looks so good.
Okay, good. Doesn't look like every other thing.
No, oh gosh, it looks like your beautiful branding.
I am adamant that I do my own branding for everything for Magnolia Sky. And I only did that big Keller Williams like that. I would have probably just knocked it out in white, but I know he's Keller Williams. I want to disrespect him.
Oh, nice.
Okay, so then, when you were talking about the email, that was great, although we've kind of gone over that with my button and my other image.
Right.
I just
Yes.
have to get brave and actually set that up.
Well, you know where to find us.
Yeah. And I'm starting to text you my stuff. Should I just email it rather than text?
Our preferred method is email. We just see it a lot quicker. But I mean,
Oh, okay.
we will check. It's just we have a Google Voice, so it's like on a separate app, which always,
Okay.
kind of tricks us up.
Got it. Okay, that explains why the response is always in the form of an email.
Yeah, because we get them in our email inbox, which is how we can see it too, like
Oh,
those texts
okay.
with Google Voice. But yeah.
So when I text you that, oh my God, I screwed up my calendar and I didn't make it to our meeting, and I text you out of urgency, that you're just gonna see that as an email anyway.
Yeah, either way, but we see it no
Okay.
matter what. So you can
I
keep
did that to
doing
myself
whatever.
last week. Shooting myself in the foot. And okay, so then the question is, do you have any more questions?
No,
No, but I
No, I
want
finished.
it to be,
No, I finished.
I want it to be for you too.
Yeah, I'm listening what you say.
Oh, okay. So, but if interrupt, please pipe in, anything you want to ask. So then my next question is, can't we call them though? Because I don't necessarily, I'll look and remind.
Okay.
Oh, where do you know where to find the do not call it? I
Mm.
don't know.
I think I do. I think it's on KWB resources if I'm correct, but then if I'm not, it will be. Yeah, okay. KWBresources.com, and then it's under office resources.
Oh my God, that is so good. Okay, good.
Whoop, whoop. Love when I know an answer. Oh. Oh, fantastic. That was a lot of steps. Yeah, I didn't know that.
So, yeah. Do not call. Is it KW Resources?
KWBresources.com,
Oh, yeah.
and then under office resources. Mhm. Sure thing.
That's a regular site. Oh, I get it.
Yeah, and then it like kind of walks you through it. And it's, yeah, it will be called Do Not Call List.
Okay, excellent.
Cool.
Now, another question that I have, Remind? Oh,
Is it in the MLS?
oh, yeah.
I don't have
So
access.
when, did you go to the Remind thing with Miranda Solomon? Were you here for that? Are you just familiar? Well, I don't know how to get into my Google Docs, the CSV code.
Your Google Docs, that's in Remo? I know how to get into Google Docs, but I don't know how that relates to Remo.
Okay, so you can, well, I don't have Excel anymore on my computer.
Mm.
I used to, but
Same.
I don't know what happened to it. And I am so not, I can work in certain programs really well, like Adobe Illustrator, some Photoshop, which has now left my computer.
Oh, man.
It's an older computer, it's an older operating system.
Oh, so and it won't update. I had the same issue.
Well, you know what it is, I had to suck it up and buy the monthly subscription to Adobe.
Oh, wait, and it would still add it to your computer, even with your operating system?
Oh, I can update the operating.
Well, that's
It's just
good.
that
Mine
you-
like got so old, I
Oh,
couldn't even
oh,
update
you have
that.
to buy a new computer.
I did. I had to.
This is from 2018, so it's trying
Oh.
to get to that point.
But I feel like that's not far enough. It's
I
nice.
learned to work with, without a mouse. I use both my hands a lot of times.
Oh,
And, that was really unnatural 10 years ago. But the thing is, I can take this everywhere. Like
yeah. Oh, yeah. It's great
So-
portable.
17 and 15 inch, I think, was too heavy. But then I
Google.
dropped it, it fell and it killed.
Oh, rep,
Dropped it out.
rep.
Okay.
But
so-
Google Sheets? Is that what you're?
Yeah, so to export the CSV
Mhm.
list into Google Sheets.
You can drag and drop it.
Oh,
You can, if you just have like your Finder up and then you have your like a CSV file, if you drag and drop that into your Google Drive, it will convert it for you.
now one of it's. So just create the CSV list separately, and then you drag and drop.
Yeah, you can. Or if you are comfortable with like Google Sheets, you could just, oh, but you already have the CSV. I see.
I work in Google Sheets all of the time.
Oh, yeah, nice.
If I'm gonna do something that's a list, I almost never work on a Google Doc.
Mhm.
Practically the only thing I use Google Sheets for is a spreadsheet. So if it's gonna, and I guess I could import it as well, right?
Yeah, the CSV. Yeah, it will just, yeah, be a spreadsheet.
It's CSV.
Okay.
And then
Look at that.
if you ever need to then download it back as a CSV, whenever it's in, this is a Google Sheet, if you go up to File and Download, you can do that as a CSV. Yeah.
I haven't had glasses in like 4 months, so.
Oh,
I guess, yeah.
I got you.
We're talking about the RPR or because when you can export, right?
Right into Google Sheets?
No, you can export in RPR, but not in Remind.
That's the problem I was having. How do you set up from Remind,
No, Remind, you can export, you have to take the information.
copy and paste, no,
Hmm.
that's by column or by individual cell?
Yeah, what I did, I copy it, I put it on the sheet, and I make a formula to put it on my.
Good thing, yeah.
That's what's killing me. I don't understand that. Like back in the day, if I was gonna download a list of contacts from a bridal show, I just open it up, and then Excel would automatically.
Yeah, I've never done it in Remind.
LBR, you export the LBR, you can find it in Excel or in Google Sheet. But Remind does not give you the option to export. No, in Remind, there's no export option, and the phone number, the email of in Remind, not in LBR. LBR, you will find the list of address and the name of the person.
Yeah, and what they owe on it, if it has a second mortgage, all that information that's supposed to be really good.
LBR, but you don't have it, you get exported in from Remind, you can export it. But in LBR, you can export, you just have the list, the tax address, the name.
So wait a minute, if I look it up in RPR, but I can't do like a neighborhood. Say I'm gonna farm a
Yeah, in
specific neighborhood.
LBR, you can select a specific neighborhood and export it.
You can export it,
Yeah,
but
you
in
can export
Remind, you cannot.
cannot.
Oh,
that's
so
why
you don't really use Remind that much.
So yes, I use Remind because in Remind, you will find the name, the phone number, and the emails.
Ah,
But in LBR, there's no email, there's no phone number.
just the address.
Just the address.
But you have the mortgage information and all that?
Mortgaging information is in Remind.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, so RPR is no good for me.
No, LBR just have the address.
Yeah, no,
There's
no,
no mortgage.
right, that's why I like Remind. So how do
Yeah.
you,
He's saying that he copied and pasted from Remind because you can't export.
That's what I'm building up the database with that.
Smart.
phone number.
you have to do it name, by cell by cell, name cell, address cell.
Well, not all, because what I do, I can copy back the, if there's you see the name, phone number, sometimes there are 3 phone numbers and
Yeah.
email. So if you just copy all of them,
Mhm.
I put them on the Excel sheet, it will be by line, like column, and I translated
Oh,
my line and I.
I wonder if you can do that in Google.
I don't think so. What, like in a Google Sheet?
Because what you'll do is you'll coordinate columns to what you're copying and pasting from Raymark.
So I just copy from the column and I put the formula on the line, so it's translated. So I have that.
You got it down. Thank you for being here for that question, because I had no idea. Oh yeah, that one I did not know.
Okay.
But any other on the KW tech that I can assist.
You know, it's weird because I have to work on Canopy.
Yeah.
In your mom's class to kind of like look it up on my own. She was giving us, and I can't, she just told me talk to Lynn. Because right now it shows that I have connection. I restarted it yesterday, by the way. I don't have.
Yeah? Your computer
Doing it again today on top.
with the Wi-Fi? Oh, Wi-Fi has been so slow for me.
Yeah, I did.
Oh, you
It's
too.
here, yeah.
So I guess all
I
others
got
are
it
having
on
that
my
issue.
phone, but I cannot, you have.
Man,
Please write Lynn a newsletter, a quick email, let her know you've been having for the last few weeks, a lot of problems. I'll do the same. Because that's what she needs. She needs to know like, oh my God, I have 50 agents letting me know they can't pull the connection here.
mm-hmm.
Because that's what I did. Like right now, it's like unstable, you know, whatever. But as soon as I go to Matrix, it'll start or emails, whatever. Yesterday, I think we were doing command.
Oh
and
yeah,
it kept dropping. I couldn't get command to do anything.
yeah,
yesterday.
that's frustrating when it's
Okay.
just
What else should we
it's
ask?
loading. 25 minutes now.
Don't you sit? You don't have to. stand.
No, I actually like staying. I've been
Okay.
sitting so long, so I've been like walking around up here.
Love to start by the way.
Thank you.
So it's still summery, but it's starting to feel a little
A
fall.
little fallish. I had to wear pink today. It was Wednesday. Oh, you got pink. You got pink.
So, all right. So we just finished Labor Day. I sent out 2 things for Labor Day.
Nice.
One was on Friday. I did a Rosie the Riveter. You know Rosie the Riveter?
Yeah.
Girl from World War II.
Yeah.
And so I sent out and her thing, when I went to working with factories, it's very famous picture. You see her shirt, it's like this. In a chart, she's Rosie the Riveter, but we went to work in munitions factories, building everything, bombs, the whole 9 yards. Really, we had to build all that, we had to go and fight World War II. Which is very famous, and it says, we can do it. And so I took that, which is famous in our country here, and I put from white background, not a yellow, and I put her, we will sell it. Or we will find it. And then,
Good one.
then on Monday, I said, wait, we gotta do a relaxed one. So then I got an image of the girl with the sheet. You could always see her hair, the sheet. And then it was like, happy Labor Day, you look great today, rest, we'll do the rest. Okay, so now we have to find something else, because we have to be posting, right?
Yeah.
What are you posting on your social media?
Well, now I know.
How do you guys feel about ChatGPT? Have you used it? Do you like it? Yeah.
Let me tell you. Okay, so here's what I did, just let you know, you share, if it's okay. Okay, so, because I don't want to be, I can be a hog with the conversation, I can take over, and I know I'm gonna consider it.
I was the best.
Oh,
Mhm.
did your technical file, did that ever help you? You know,
He gave me a lot of approval already. But,
Oh, okay, good.
I work with them all the time.
Oh, wonderful. So,
ChatGPT.
the guy who came when they did the panel with the coaches,
Mhm.
I think that was him when we did the last social
Yeah, I forgot who that was. Yeah. Who
a
was
month ago. He talked about chat box. I use that and I've used the copy feature and I will put that in my notes, set it up as a list that I can check off the ones I like.
Oh, fun.
So that's how I came up with my tagline. they had several ones that I liked, and then I said,
Come on.
yeah, I like this one, but I'm gonna change it instead of address message. Where happiness finds its own. That's
so
my-
you.
Yeah.
That is so you.
So, but I put in, real estate sayings with happiness, and it gave me 10. Then I put in more, it gave me 10 more. I must have had 60.
Wow.
So,
Yeah, it's really cool. I hear also a lot of agents use it for their property descriptions or listing descriptions.
okay.
So a tip I heard of, and I'm definitely not a pro of ChatGPT. I've just been using it. So these are kind of the tips I've learned along the way. So one tip I heard was starting your like your prompt with act as a real estate professional. And then go into what you're looking for. So if, for example, for the listing description, and give me a listing description, and try to put as much information about the property as you can, so it can give you a pretty good description for a 3-bed, bedroom, 2-bathroom, oops, 2,000 square foot home on a cul-de-sac. It's called cul-de-sac, and pool. I don't know. And then it will write that out. And then you can even respond to this, and there's a character limit in the MLS, I think, of like 1,000 or something.
Okay.
So of course this is very long, so I could respond to this and say, rewrite this in 1,000 words or less, and it will come back with that in 1,000 words or less. You could even come back and say, okay, now rewrite this as a social media caption or an email, anything there. Oh, I got a list. That is not 1,000 words, is it? Oh, I meant 1,000 characters. I was like, what? Okay, that makes sense. But if I said like rewrite this as a social media caption, it will give me now emojis, and it will even give me some hashtags at the end.
So I'm writing down this tip you're giving us, because my sister and I were looking to do something else.
Mhm.
And it involved sayings like for mugs, t-shirts, print on demand,
Cute.
like Amazon and Etsy, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
She's now jumped onto another idea, so there with that. But I don't know, I'm not a big Austin Powers fan, but she said, oh, I wonder what Austin Powers would say for real estate, because some of the real estate shirts are really lame. So we put it on Chatbox.
And it came up.
Austin Powers real estate things buyers, and suddenly we had a whole bunch of them.
See, that's great. That's
Yeah,
so crazy cool.
Basically,
You can ask anyone.
it is a great tool.
Oh, definitely.
And it's not, you give it, and you can also tell it formal, in formal voice or casual voice or whatever you want.
Oh, this is, yeah, chat. If you Google ChatGPT, it will come up, but it's chat.openai.com, and it will make you sign up, but it's free. It's
Oh,
AI.
I'm gonna do that one too then.
Yeah, this is the one I heard and was recommended for. And two, you know how much we like to recommend you do videos. You can also say, act as a real estate professional and give me a video script for how sellers can prepare their home for showing.
Oh, I like that. What a beautiful time with you. Thank you.
Well, thanks, Ines. I appreciate it.
That's
You do.
what-
Yeah, chat.openai.com. And it will make you sign up with your email.
I know what I'm gonna use it for. So I came up with this great idea listening to somebody.
Yeah, what is it?
And so in the mornings, Rob Conkle
Yes.
has a small group of us at
Right.
8 o'clock every single morning. So I put on my makeup when we're doing, it's role play. So when we're doing the calls,
Oh.
we turn our faces off.
Okay. So that's nice. So you don't have to be like ready for the call.
No, what happens is when you make a call, you're not getting the visual cues from somebody.
Right. Oh, so
we
it's good
turn off all
practice
our
then. I
faces
see.
and while the role playing call and the script. And basically he wants to teach us how to learn to handle like objections and stuff like that.
Nice. I thought that's great practice. 'Cause that would be my hardest
Does
part.
it for free.
Oh,
Whole hour and a half of his time daily.
it's fantastic. Wow.
So I'm so eternally
such a
busy. He's what I was looking for. I don't want to practice with another inexperienced or I mean, 2 years, okay, great, but he's got years and he has background on radio, so he knows how to direct the conversation. He's a very logical, get to the point personality
I didn't know he was in radio. That's cool.
in the past.
Huh.
And so he's very good at corralling me. Oh, that was so wordy. Stop. In any case,
It's so great to have a coach
that's
like
what
that
I
that
mean.
knows the scripts, because that would be my well, I don't like the social part, so that would be such a help to get guidance and instructions on it.
So he was talking to one of the newer girls, Sharita. She's a school teacher, but she
Mhm.
left the school system. She doesn't have access to the teacher addresses, emails, just even that I realized, oh my God, my kids' teachers, they're on the school website with their work addresses. And I take cupcakes to the school once in a blue moon because I have baking
Good
business.
idea.
At home, just myself. And I went to begin right before the school year started. They had changed a location where you pick up the kids, sign them out. And I asked the lady, "Wow, this is a really cute little space. Where do I bring cupcakes if I want to bring some?" So I bring
That's a
them
great idea.
inside or here. She goes, "Oh, you're the cupcake."
Boom, boom. Let's go, Nanny.
Yesterday, I can do an announcement. Hey guys, in case you haven't caught my cupcakes, I'm bringing in 72 cupcakes next Monday, whatever it is. Now I have a deadline. I have to fulfill.
Yeah, if you send that out, you're like, oh.
Okay, now I'm stopped. But I was trying to figure out how do I connect that to my realty business without being smarmy.
Mm,
So that's the question.
right. What? What if you
I
got
guess
cute little
ChatGPT
flags
would be
for the cupcakes with your logo on it? Like those little cute flags.
Oh, yeah, I guess I could make a couple hundred of them.
Oh, like the
Print 'em out,
flags?
cut 'em out.
Yeah, could they be on Etsy or something? Like something that you would upload your logo to and they could like send it to you? Because yeah, that would be
Okay.
a lot harder if we made it.
Well, I mean,
I
it's
don't know, I'm
not
trying to think of
a lot of free time where I can be making care calls and
I'm doing that at the same time. Yeah, either that or like, do you have a shirt that you can wear like in when you bring them in and then,
yeah, but the whole idea is to get teachers to the office to pick up the cupcakes.
oh yeah.
I can do a thing
And,
with the
yeah.
QR code.
Oh, QR codes are always fantastic.
Yeah.
And then it could be kind of like, it could be in reference to your real estate, but what if it was, well,
So I think
I need a
have to
Leah
see
for
what
this.
ChatGPT has to say.
yeah, right? Ask ChatGPT anything.
Oh, yeah. If it's too cute to me, just change a little bit. But it does a lot. See, the whole point that I see it as, it does a lot of the legwork for me. Now I can customize it.
Definitely. I mean,
It's not meant to be
like,
me.
right. I think that's a great, yeah, I think that's a great avenue to get in front for sure. And you talked about too, like what to be posting. So like also ChatGPT could, if you have like an idea of what you want to be posting, like every Tuesday, I'm going to post a home tip, or every Tuesday, I'm going to post a buyer tip or whatever that if you like kind of think in your head about a overarching thing or like theme for your day, then you could just ask ChatGPT, like, give me 4, and then like just do it all for the month and like kind of block it out for the month. Like give me 4 fall home, like 4 ways to get your home ready for fall. Post that.
So, yeah, so I ended up. So I ordered the plastic glasses with my logo.
Yeah,
And mugs.
that's exciting.
That's the foot in the door with the doctors. Mugs are just for doctors.
That's exciting. That's a great idea.
So, yeah, so ChatGPT.
You're getting your branding everywhere. They're showing up everywhere.
Light bulbs, right, it's for people off. I got the clear glasses, it cost me plenty, but, the glasses are because I have a brewery that's got, like a pub social night, and they have a lot of times you can come with a little tent set up.
Awesome. What a good spot.
Okay, I have to just get everything ready and be ready.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know, speaking of your brand being everywhere, you're giving me ideas to show you. So thank you. I don't know if you guys have seen the new paid ads experience. They just updated it last week. So now it looks completely different. Just so you guys are aware. In Command. So for one, if you did have your credit card connected to the paid ads in Command previously, it is now disconnected. So you do have to re-put in your credit card information.
Okay.
And you do have to reconnect your page up to this new section here. And where I am, let me go back so I can show you. I'm under campaigns here, the megaphone icon. And now if you click learn more, that will bring you there too. This is about the new ads experience, but I assume this will go away eventually. So if you do create campaign and do paid ad, it will bring you into this new ad experience. And on the left-hand side, under Facebook pages is where you can connect up your Facebook business page or reconnect that up. Now, with that new look, there comes different options, as well as you can now run Google ads as well. So from what I hear, that appears like, you know, sponsored content on Google when you search something, as well it can show on the sides of YouTube. So that is a new option now, which is fantastic. And the building look of it also changed. And I hope I can go through kind of the steps without having to link my page up. But basically, it is kind of the same in the sense that we're going to try to go down and complete every section that we can. So starting, this is a listing example. So of course, we have to select a listing for that. Shoot. I don't think I can. Well, let me link up my page and we can do it together so we know those steps too. So if you're trying to link up your Facebook page, I do recommend signing into Facebook on another tab first. So that way it makes it a little easier for you. You don't have to like, well, I mean, either way it will work. If I do like to pull up in a different tab and pull that up, then again, we're under the Facebook ads, the new ads experience under campaigns. And now I'm going to click Facebook pages on the left-hand side. And then continue with Facebook here right in the middle. One big thing I'll note with this new page ad experience, at this time, there is not a save draft feature. So in the past, we like to kind of create it, save it as a draft, come back to it later. So if you're wanting to post an ad, you kind of have to be ready to do it right here, right now. And we did like reach out to KW support and suggest them to add a safe draft feature. They're just working on it. So we're going to continue there. So what we're selecting here is, so we can either opt in for your current business pages. So all of your business pages, if you have like another business, for example, like cakes, and any future pages you create. I don't see that's very necessary. Typically agents have just one business page for their business. So you can keep that selected and select your business page from your list below. Then click continue. Next, we're going to select your business page again. I have two going, but I'm going to select my JuLeah Designs one. And then save. And just like that, that should be connected up. Oh. Once it brings you back to command, we just need to click on that page and then select JuLeah Designs. No. If you get this error message, book an appointment with me because I need to look into your Facebook account so I can see why this would be. That's a bummer.
Okay, so I went up to actually hold this.
Yay.
So better experience with paid ads with command. Did you go under learn more or did you go over to?
You can
get
do,
started?
you can do learn more. It should work.
Paid ads with command.
Why? I don't know why that wouldn't let me. I'm the admin. Well, that's a bummer. Yeah, just book an appointment with me if you have this error message that you see at any time, and I can try to see what would be causing that. But that is. I will say, like, as part of that new experience, they have this media library now so that you can add in like media from anywhere that you see, like online, on Google, on Canva, anything like that. You can add in here so that you can easily add those to your paid ads. And then in regards to like when you're building a paid ad, for those ads that have multiple images, just a heads up, the order of that does not matter. So if you're like putting 5 images for a listing ad, for example, and you're not sure, oh, should I put the front of the house or the living room as the first photo? Just know it does not matter. The algorithm will know based off how many clicks it's getting which photo to show first and what order. So when you launch an ad, it launches in like thousands of different ways to see how the engagement goes. So it can present your ad in the best engagement style possible. Same thing with if you were using that old ads experience before, you were able to target by keywords. Now you will not see that's an option because the algorithm is pulling based off your caption those keywords. So in your caption, if you say targeting over 55 over communities, for example, it will target those people Googling 55 and over communities based off those keywords in your caption.
Okay.
So the keywords part is not there, but that functionality is still working. It's just within the caption now. But yeah, if you're like doing a paid ad and you want to book an appointment and do it together, absolutely. For budget wise, typically the recommended amount is to run an ad for 5 to 7 days for $5 to $7 a day. So that looks like anywhere between $35 and $50 total. That is the recommended amount. Now, strategically, if you running different kinds of ads, like if you run a listing ad and then a one that's not about a listing, more about like, here are all the homes and here are all the open houses in Charlotte this weekend, or all the homes with pools, for example. You know how we do those website searches. I am like testing them out and seeing the engagement, and then seeing which ones work well and duplicating those kind of ads that actually work is kind of the recommended, to see what's working and duplicate and kind of do that again. So testing that budget amount of $35 to $50. So if you wanted to maybe start at $35, run a few ads of different kinds and see what works best, and then maybe up that budget a little more as you see what works. Yeah, and just a heads up, how that lead capture works with ads is when an ad is on Facebook, it will be like on the side of Facebook, and it will have like the image, and it will say like learn more as a button. Now, when they click on that ad at all, they are taken to a Facebook form. So it has Facebook's logo on it, and it autofills all their information from their Facebook profile. So how it looks for them, they need to click next to get to the images or whatever the destination URL is. But as soon as they click next, that's when you capture that information into command. So them clicking on that learn more is what captures that information right into command for you, and that's automatic. Any other questions on that? I know I wanted to show you it, but I
really condensed that.
Yeah, I tried to think about my top tips for it.
So basically we'll go on there and just start buying the order ID of an, oh, well, I don't need to do that. I don't have any. Edit and active paid ad, don't have any there. You paid ad, don't say command. And so here we go. Connect your Facebook account for paid ads.
Yeah,
That sounds like a good start.
that does. Let's do that.
For a while.
Nice. Yeah. Might as well just put it in, then you'll
This way
won't
I'll
have
be
to
ready
worry.
go.
Exactly. And I talked about an example for an ad. It's also a great example of something that you can be posting on your social media. So your website is super great for functionality and searches. And I do think that, you know, posting your website out so that people, one, know that you're in real estate based off that, but two, that also, hey, mom.
Hi, guys. Look around, headed after you.
Woohoo.
But I was headed here after you. Oh.
um, yeah, the Yates girl. So the posting the website out, like a website search, yeah, it reminds them you're in real estate, of course, because you're posting your real estate website, but also provides them value and shows how you can provide them value based off that. So one example that you can be posting out. So whenever you're wanting to post a website search out, first you're going to go to your website and actually perform the search. So let's do, like, for this example, Charlotte and C as the city. And maybe I want to know, so I can do a search of, you know, I can see by status, by price, but I can also, under more, there's a few cool options here. So let's say I want to show all the open houses in Charlotte this weekend. So I perform that search first. So I search Charlotte, I went under more, I clicked on open house. This is a dynamic link. So at any time when someone clicks on this, anytime in the future at all, it will always show a Charlotte map of all the open houses filtered. So we can take this URL and copy it. And let's say for Facebook here, we go to Facebook, say what's on your mind. Got any weekend plans? Here are all the open houses in Charlotte this weekend to check out. And then we're going to paste that link. We can remove the image if we want. We can add our own image. We really just need that link is what we want. And so when I post that, then, right, it's going to say that. And when they click on it, it will take them to a search of Charlotte of all open houses. You could even do that search instead of by Charlotte. You could do by your current location. So that way, when someone clicks on it, it will be based off their current location. One thing I will say about that, though, whenever you do share it that way, their browser will ask them to allow it to see their current location. So, you know, depending on how savvy they are, if they don't see that pop-up blocker or that pop-up, you know, then they might think it's like not a working link because they didn't allow it to see their location. But otherwise, it's a cool tool because it would be based off their current location. So kind of up to you of what you think about that. But so that's an option. I really like open houses as a search option. Another one, a cool one is like under more, you could see any homes with price reductions in the past 7 days.
So if you get your website with open houses, check out this link for open houses this weekend on your business page.
Yes, and yes, that's exactly right. And so it would be like creating a post like on your business page, and it could be just like this. So we can put here are all the open houses, and you paste that link in so they can actually click and see that.
Share that.
Yeah, exactly. Nice, Ines. Just a heads up too, on your website, you can search by school district, which is another really cool thing. So if you wanted to do, here are all the Weddington district homes for under $1 million. Right? Always perform the search first on your website. Then we can take this URL, copy it, go to Facebook or wherever you're posting, and say, check out all the homes in the Weddington School District. Under 1 mil, or see what $1 million can get you in the Weddington Home District, and then paste that link in. Again, it will always have this thumbnail. It's going to be of your headshot. You can either, just delete it completely. You could also, if you really wanted an image to be attached to that, you could take a screenshot of this page, like of the search. And I kind of forgot how to do it on a non-Mac. What is it? Shift print screen. I see. Did it work? How do I know if it works? I don't I don't know. Okay, let's see. So great. Yeah, definitely. So yeah, you could take like a screenshot of and like crop like the search so that you have an image there. But yeah, and then they can click and see all that. And that's an idea too for your ads. So if you wanted to run an ad of here's all the homes in Wellington School District for $1 million, that's a good ad as well.
Is $1 million pretty much what you need to have?
In Weddington, kind of. Kind of so. Oh, well, actually, why don't we check and see?
Check out the dream homes.
Yeah, check out your dream homes right here. Yeah. Well, look, we could get one they're not all $1 million. Look at that. That's 180. Oh, it's land. So maybe not. I was like, no way. Oh, that cracked me up. Yeah, but
For my school district in Harrisburg.
yeah. And I don't think people realize that you can search by school district on your websites, which is a really cool function. It is.
Yeah, website.
Well, also, do you have the pages that you can get?
There and I never did write. We're worried about that first shot.
Well, just a heads up too, I actually was on a regional call, a regional tech call, and they are releasing brand new agent websites very soon.
Oh.
And I'm very excited about it. They look really cool. They'll be able to auto feature listings on your homepage finally, which I think's something. Well, now it can be based off geographic location. And so that it can kind of just be, it can kind of be like the areas listings. Want to see if I could find the video. But yeah, it is. Oh, it's past 2. So I don't mean to hold you here any longer. That is today's class. Oh, well, thanks. I appreciate that. Thanks for coming. The all new agent site. So here's like the preview.
It's no secret that with a stellar website, you can awaken your business. A site that elevates your brand and tells the tale of your
I think this is it.
color.
Yes.
This is the splendor of the all-new agent site. Whether on mobile,
New
tablet,
sites.
desktop, or laptop, one click is all it takes to give your business and your clients the experience of a lifetime. It's easy to get started. First, start with a template. Then, customize your site with flourishes that showcase your personality. Next, even more. And why do it alone when you can make it a team effort with the all-new sites for team? Of course, there's no mention more essential than generating leads, which brings us to that growing growth. The goal of every successful agent, the lead capture. Your greatest achievement awaits at the click of the button with the all-new agent sites.
So the trailer for those new agent sites. I said, it looks pretty cool. Like that, the features, they will have like a blog kind of a more easier like blog generator kind of thing with what I could see, which was really great for SEO, like an auto generated blog, so that you show up more on Google. And they look pretty nice. I like the new look. I think it looks very good. So that's in the works. I heard that the release date is in like the next couple weeks here. Okay. So I'm excited to see the rollout. I think it could be really good. But yeah. Fun stuff. Any other questions for today? Oh, fantastic. Thanks for sticking around and coming. You know, yeah, that does happen, you know, if
Here and there.
you, because it is a new agent class, so there's only, you know, certain new agents that need to come, and if they're not available today.
No, a lot of people think we don't need this. And I think, I mean, I've seen